Hello everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft. Welcome back to my house. I'm sitting here in my house, just working around it a lot. Last time I built my tavern, which isn't fully decorated. It's still over there. It's not decorated completely like I want it to be yet, but it's starting to look more town-like over there, because there's actually buildings dotted here and there, and a mishmash of stuff, which is exactly like I wanted. But I've done some other stuff. I set up the cobblestone gen, but I've also did something with the cobblestone gen. Let me, I guess, first point out and show you what I did with that. The cobblestone gen is now hooked up to this machine. This is a Steve's Workshop machine, which allows you to have an auto crafting thing, because in here, each one of the sections are set to be crafting. You can set furnaces, and they're all set to auto crafting, and they're all set, well, two of them set to have production speed upgrades. And the machine block can transfer things. It gets a little bit of power from the sun if I don't want to put coal in here, and it uses fuel more efficiently. And it autocrafts the compressed cobblestone that I use to get to the deep dark. I'm not anywhere close to getting enough at the moment because I have the quintuple. I have the quintuple, so I need 4 of the quadruple compress. So I'll eventually it'll get there. I'm not in too big of a rush because I don't really need to, in a way, get there. I'm going to use that for an ender quarry, but I haven't made the ender quarry yet. I did, however, make this, the digital miner. I wanted this because I wanted it to be able to get pretty much anything. I needed some more Certus quartz. So I was like, I need to make this so I can just get Certus quartz without leaving a giant gaping hole in the ground. So I quickly did all the mechanism machines. Well, not all of them, because I'm actually going to do a little bit more. And I have the digital miner. It's set to do things like regular all ores, basalt, cobblestone, granite, and things like that. Just building materials that I've been using, pretty much. So it's not that major, even though for some reason it doesn't really mine up the things. Because I mean, you can reset. You can reset the thing. You can say, okay. So right now, it actually stopped. It said it was done. But if I do this, it found more. It found more to mine, even though technically it's already mined. So really, it's a bug. It doesn't really mine it. It just says, hey, by the way, this stuff's here. Let me mine it up. I mean, I don't want to use it cheaty again like that. It does get a lot of stuff, but it doesn't get all the things. It's kind of strange. I'm pretty sure if I go down here, where it's supposed to be mining, and there's still ore hanging around everywhere. I'm not doing that, though. Now, the way with getting ores and stuff, the big mission in all of the universe is how best to multiply that ore. That's what I've been working with. I'm going to go down the mechanism route, but they're going to be locked inside here in one of these machines downstairs in my house, near my MA system and stuff. In fact, downstairs, I have this chest over here, which has these ores. These ores all need to go through the processes of tripling. These ores get put in this machine. For one, uranium, I want it to be turned into yellowite. And if you pulverize this, you get yellowite dust. And thus you smelt it, and you get yellowite instead of uranium. I want them to be able to stack. I don't want to have 2 ingots. And ferrous gives you shiny when you pulverize it, so I don't care if it gets a lot of ferrous. I care if it gets the shiny, because shiny gives you enderium. So, yeah, those are the only 2 that goes in these machines. So I need to make better pulverizers. I need to make resonant pulverizers, and I need to make the machines to triple these, and I'm probably going to do it, since there is a set of 9, yeah, I'm probably going to do it in a set of 3. I'll probably have things like iridium, manganese, and... no, actually, those are smaller ones, okay. Iridium, manganese, and zinc. No, not zinc. You do not get a lot of some stuff. Yellowite, I won't like on the top one. And osmium you get a lot of, and zinc you get a lot of, but I don't need a lot of them. So I think they'll go like this. And then it'll be yellowite, copper, and manganese. Yeah. That'll be how I have these. Maybe like put gold and silver on here. Yeah. I know very well gold and silver on here. Because gold and silver, I'm going to show you. First, I want to save one of each. Because I need them for things. There you go. I need them for like piping them around and filtering them. Gold and iron, I've done something special with. See this? This is a totem tool. This is the thing that I showed off. I got it last game, but my game crashed. With the game didn't crash. The hard drive crashed. I had my save on it. So I gave this to myself at the very beginning of the game. Haven't used it that much, and I'm like, well, I was about to store it, and I'm like, but I want to be able to use it. So what I've done is I've set up these 3 autonomous activators. One of them has the atomic disassembler that I made because I was making mechanism stuff, so why the heck not? And I made this capacitor bank so I can charge it. This stays in here. That stays in here. Let's put this there. This is set right now to right click, but I'm going to turn it to left click, which makes it mine, because if I actually get near it, it actually hurts me. And I just got killed by it. Okay. Hang on. Okay, that was an interesting little crash. I know what caused the crash, so I'm not gonna be too upset with it. Let's turn this back to right click. But yeah, I got killed by the atomic disassembler because I forgot how powerful they were, and I forgot I didn't have any armor on. But what caused the crash was, it killed me, but because it does what it does, is I'm mining. It mined my grave, and that's what caused it to glitch. Yeah, everything's fine. I still have everything. But let's get everything back on like it's supposed to be, because I'm really slow at the moment. But yeah, don't stand a ton about atomic disassembler. And I've lost like some levels, but I'm not that concerned about it. But yeah, what that does is it mines really, really fast. And it does hurt if I step in front of it, because it's not actually going to be here. It's actually just a temporary location. I got soul fray right now because of the getting murdered by my own machine. But this thing is special. This is my totem tool. This is my atomic disassembler with full charge right now. I'll have to just take it out and charge it every once in a while. And I'm going to delete that death point. That's an interesting death point there. That was an interesting way to do it. But this machine is set up so that this machine, first off, you'll see that I had all these things. Blocks of iron and stuff. This machine places down blocks. And if I turn this to mining, I have the totem tool being used to not only multiply my ores, but multiply it to the point that I now get 9 ingots per 1 ore. And all it takes is power. And it takes nothing. Look how fast that is. It'll be done in no time. For some reason it alternates between the iron and the gold. Sometimes it's really weird. I don't really care. But it pretty much instantly changes them into the blog version. See, it's done already. It's done. Look at all this. I have stacks upon stacks of stuff. Let's turn this over to right click. It does not work, however, with these things. I wish it did. Make it so much easier. So that's why I have to do the mechanism route for them. No biggie. I probably could silk touch diamond and do the same thing with it, but I don't want to go too crazy with it. I could do the same thing with redstone, lapis, diamond. Any vanilla, it's vanilla stuff that it does. So any vanilla ore, I could put in that system and let it just go crazy and give me tons and tons and tons of whatever it is out of it, which is great. But yeah, that's just for right now, gold and iron. These obviously said what I'm going to do with these. Have 3 systems set up for this, 2 systems set up for this. I may even set up one for each one of them. I don't know. But I am going to have I'm going to get 9 cyclic assemblers. Actually 10 if I count Ferris. If I get 10 cyclic assemblers, I'll be able to make them auto turn themselves into block. I think there's something else I can use. I'd have to look it up. I can't remember. There's something that you can have that auto packs things. I thought there was like a packer or something. It's a meat packer. Recipe packager. This might be it. I'm not going to bore you with testing it. That's probably it. A recipe packager. So I'll try that off camera. Because if it is, it's probably be a lot better. Anyway, I wanted to auto package them into blocks because enemy system storage stuff, because it's ingots, obviously that's 9 ingots per block, so. But I did go through and made sure I got one of each ingot and stuff. I also need a cyclic assembler for these, because these turn into ender pearls, so I need them to be packaged as well. So there's a lot of things that I need to be auto processed. Diamonds, I may go ahead and do them, redstone and lapis as well. Just go ahead and block everything and just to store. I think you could sulfur block this as well. Block the sulfur, yeah, and you can break this back down in 2 bits, yeah. So a lot of these things need to just be auto blocked. Flint, I have a lot of flint right now, and I have a lot of Thaumcraft shards at the moment, which is interesting. I think you can block these. Can you? Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I can block. And get rid of. Now you're wondering why I have this right here sitting out. There's a reason I have this block set out. I found out something interesting. The immersive engineering, or this stuff, does not work with the tripling or doubling process. It's a one up, just one time. But you can make all the ores turn into one type of ore, because I'm wondering why I didn't have any of the immersive engineering bauxite, which is aluminum. But I figured out that the reason I don't have any of that is it's automatically going in with the rest of them. It's made it says, okay, this is aluminum, let's put it with aluminum. Now copper, I did have to cheat in 1 thermal expansion ore of copper. That way I can take this, and I can take this, and it's now that. And now that can be tripled as well. So as long as I make sure this ore can be tripled, then I'm good. I need to organize this a little bit. It's a little bit of a mess at the moment. I do have some, this is the, okay, I do have some draconium dust. That's the first time I've touched it. And because I now have draconium dust, I can slowly make my way to draconic evolution. Yeah, it's very expensive to get draconic evolution. Try over this location. I don't know what that does. It's very expensive to get through Draconic. I was working on Draconic Evolution in my last game before my hard drive crashed. And it takes forever. But yeah, right now, the things I'm working for is a whole bunch of deep storage units. That's why I have tons of Interium and Signalium, and I was just working on stuff. See, I've been making alloys, because these are to upgrade pulverizers and stuff like that. It's to upgrade my machines. It's the thermal expansion upgrades. But I'm working with pretty much every machine mod at once. Suddenly, I'm working with thermal expansion. Is it thermal expansion? It's thermal expansion, right? You're not thermal expansion. Are you thermal expansion? Yeah, it's thermal expansion. Ender IO. I had mechanism. There's one of my mechanism machines here. I've already put the rest of them in my machine. The big reactors, obviously. Applied logistics. Oh, I did make this. This is a crystal growth chamber, which eliminated the use of that. And I can more automate that. And so I've got lots of machines going on. That's what I've been doing. So yeah, it's very fun. And quite complicated. So, yeah. this is very expensive. This was the very expensive Nether Star cube. I have 2 of these. One of them, I guess I have one of them put up. Compact, yeah. I have 2 of these things. One of them's going to be for my ore processing, and one of them is going to be for Vlad Logistics. And they're going to be over here somewhere. Because the ore processing will go in automatically into it. I'm gonna have it filter out ores automatically. It's gonna be weird. I don't know. I would try to put them in the same thing, but I know that they're stupidly annoyingly loud, even though these things are massive on the inside. I'd rather not have them in the same one. I'd rather separate them. Only bad thing about these is you can't move them once you place the stuff inside, because it's like picking up your entire house and trying to move it. You can't do that, which sucks to say the least. But yeah, it's interesting to say the least. So that's what I'm doing. I've been in this basement forever. I don't even know if it's day or night most of the time. It's raining right now. But mechanisms, what I'm working on. Mechanism, machines. I have to have purification chambers. I have to have speed upgrades. I have to have all sorts of stuff. And they're going crazy. Oh, and look. I have so many potatoes in here. It's maxed. And in here is a stack cooked and a stack ready to be cooked. So these people are so flippin' set. It's ridiculous. I need to see if they can pick these and replant them. I'm not sure about the Pam's Harvest Craft stuff. I do know in Immersive Engineering they work quite well with it, so I'm not complaining. This was going to be for witchery as well. And this is for Pam's Harvest Craft. And I don't have the trees and stuff. I'll have to fiddle with that. But yeah, my town's coming together and machines are happening. But yeah, I need to make a whole lot of furnaces for each type of meat. Actually, I don't have to do each type of meat. I can just do one and have a chest going into it. That's probably the best bet, is have a chest going into it and then have somebody pick up whatever comes out of it from a chest and take it to a warehouse. Because there'll be nothing in here. There won't be food in here. This will be just a place to cook. This is more decorative than anything. Don't you love decorative buildings? I haven't lit my fires either. I haven't even got the netherrack in here to light fires yet. Because I've been working on so many machines. It's worth it though. It's worth it. Yeah, I need to design my signs for each of my buildings, and I'm just gonna do I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna find out how to turn them into pictures. I don't know. I need to look that up. These things can go up. You can go up because I don't need these things anymore. I'm gonna leave the town hall in here because I can actually start getting these things working very soon. I'm trying to be very, very efficient. Did I say what this was yet? I have no idea if I said what this was. This is a soul valve. My last episode, hang on one second. I had a shift and I didn't think you actually wanted to hear the loud noise on my computer desk and chair creaking and stuff. But this is a soul valve. My whole last episode was going to be about this thingy right here. But I flew around all night and no internet happened. So I'm like, well, screw this. I'm not going to have this. So that episode's gone. So I'm having to go over things that I think I went over last time. I may have missed something. But yeah, I made this last time. It's Soul Valve. I don't think you can copy it with an entity in it. Let's see. No, you copy them empty. Okay. This essentially, I can do this, and there's actually an enderman in it. Okay. There's actually an enderman inside this vial. And this, I can bind. So you can make an ender rail. I can make smarter zombie things. And I can make these also. Sneak can make an Enderman spawner, which is interesting. But I need the soul binder to do that. So it's gonna be fun. I'm working slowly. I've never actually gone to that part of Ender.io, so yeah, it'll be new for me. I played Ender.io before they changed the dimensional transceivers. These things are awesome. These I think are better than Tesseracts, but now they're so expensive to make. You have to have Enderman. So I need to be able to kill Enderman, a lot of Enderman, and capture souls, tons of Enderman as well. So that's a lot. But I have loads of iron. I can actually take all this stuff out. I needed this because if I look in here at iron, I have 34 ingots. I have burnt through my entire iron supply, but now I have loads of it, so I'm fine with that. Cause blocks. 9 times. This is great. Let's see. I need to sort these off. I'm gonna sort these out off camera because I'm gonna have this one wall right here be building materials, I think. I have ore, building materials, and shinies, or I'll have to see how many building materials I have. I have lots of building materials. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 building material items. If I had 2 more barrels there, I can put them there, which would be easy. I'll have to just move that chest down one. So that's probably what I'll do. And have this being other items, and then have this as a dinosaur bone chest. For some reason, lead. Oh, I know why these are. I know why these are in here now. These are what I was melting first. So let's put the copper in here. Get rid of that, and we'll let these just filter out where they should be. But I was using. This was originally my chest of smelting when I was just doubling things. Now I'm times 10ing copper and gold and fixing to get ready to multiply the other ones even more. But I'm actually to a point where my reactor is almost not enough for what I'm doing. So I need to actually make a big reactor. I really want to do it in cryothium as well. Cryothium. Yeah, this. I really want to make these. But I don't have blizzards. And I would have to get snowballs. It would be such a pain in the butt. I'm just going to use Resident Ender. Because I still have that tank of Resident Ender that I gave myself as a consolidation prize for losing my previous game. And I need to... Once I build my other big reactor, which I've decided will actually be above ground. I'm saying above ground. Above ground I'm using loosely. It'll actually be in my power plant. Because all my power will be over here. All of it. This room. There's a chicken over here. This room will have my immersive engineering stuff. And I'm thinking about going downstairs once I've hollowed this out a little bit more. And making a big reactor. Because for the first time ever, I want to make a turbine. This is kind of like a pet project, but I know how I'm going to clear it now. I'm actually going to get my filler and clear this completely out. I need to figure out exactly where the edge of the mountain is, because I want everything to stay in the mountain. And then it'll help me build it a lot faster. Because if I can just take this and just dig down loads with my pickaxe. I think this is actually outside. No? That is. Okay, there's a tree there. That is actually a corner. See, that's a corner. Okay. That's as high as I can go. But this is going to be my power station. And it's going to be such a big, hyper crazy mess. It's going to be ridiculous. So this is actually back wall central here, I think. Or do I want the back wall to be here? I think I want the back wall here. But I need to move my big reactor here. And as I said, I'm going to take... I may even get the quarry and just quarry the whole chunk out, the whole area. Which would be easier if I just say, from this point here, I have to dig into the wall here, over. I shall just do there to there, and dig out the chunk, and I'll have to figure out exactly how far each direction I need to go, but that's going to take me just taking forever. And then use the filler on top of that to make the rooms, which would make it a lot easier, because you can get it to do boxes and stuff. I'll have to figure out what kind of block I want to place, and it will be all dandy after that. I'm going to have a gigantic power station there. I wasn't going to set power up yet, but I know my big reactor is not holding out for what I need to have it for. But yeah. And I haven't mentioned this yet, but I have come over here to this section and opened up a path to the ocean. I mean, it's just more aesthetic, but it's functional. And I did fix the mountain with some dirt. There was a little lake there. It's gone now. But yeah, that's what I've done. Tons and tons of machines. Tons and tons of everything. Bridge, and I got another Darpy tree. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? That I got not one, but 2 Darpy trees. Is it this biome? I've never had it giving me small trees before. This time it gave me 2 tiny trees in a row. Anyway, I think I will allow it to sign off here. And next time, I will have a lot more done on the machines. Next time I hope to have my ×3 machines up. It's a lot of dealing with mechanism, a lot of annoying machines with mechanism. Because I need to make, like, if I'm gonna do, I gotta make purification. I have to make 3 of these. If I do it just by 3, I'm on that thing. I gotta have 3 of these. And for that, I need electrolytic separators. I need these. 6 of these because it takes so much oxygen to purify it. I need lots of stuff. Which is great. Because to triple it, usage. You can't look at them that way. Because I need this. I still have that lag going in my room. Use. Grandstone gives you 2. There it is. Purification chamber. Needs oxygen, yeah. So I need oxygen in a purification chamber, and these go directly into a not crusher. Crusher? Yeah, crusher. And then that goes into the enrichment chamber. So I have to have 4 machines per line. Yeah. 4 machines per line. And it takes a lot of oxygen, so that would be 5, 6 machines per line. That's a lot. And then I need water going into the other things. So that's a whole bunch of reservoirs. That would be 6 reservoirs too. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to work on. And that's why I've been building up machines and stuff. And I'm working on getting the resonant machines, these pulverizers and stuff. And I may use the thermal expansion smelters and stuff, or alloy smelters. I may use the alloy smelters to cook them, because I don't know how fast they cook. And I can get these easy. I can upgrade these easy with oxidic capacitors. Anyway, enough ranting about everything in the universe that I've done, which is pretty much just quarry machines and party time with machines. I've been in this basement a lot. So, anyway, I will leave it here, and next time I will have more to done. And then I need to go mine a whole bunch of skystone, and then set up a whole bunch of these things and a whole bunch of these things in one of these things. And yeah, this is getting moved. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. This is all getting moved. This, those, all my inscribers are in here already. They're all getting moved into one of these things, and they'll all be Emmy Ran madness. But yeah, that's all for now, and next time we will have more done on this mess. And try not to step in front of a autonomous activator with an atomic disassembler in it. That works. These don't, but that did. But that's it, and I'll see you all later. I hope you enjoyed seeing my madness. Bye.